Let's defend Armory and Throne on Theme Park. Even if this will be a high stakes strat, it is made in a way so you can lower it all the way to the duo queue. Hop on in my Discord if you have any questions. With having said this, let's get going. The idea behind this strat will be to play heavily on the top and if necessary, if attackers will ignore you on the top floor hold, to drop down on the first floor to play horizontally as well as deny attackers pushing for the maintenance vertically, from security. The thing is, if attackers do not have the top floor control, we can very easily flank them from the yellow stairs or lobby stairs, if attackers are doing yellow or boiler push. Boiler also has a hatch that if opened, attackers cannot play there unless they have somebody daycare. The idea behind top floor hold will be to heavily contest Sánchez to the building with Clash and crossfires with other operators. The good thing with Clash is that she's very flexible on this strat. She can deny attackers coming from the balcony. From hallways, she can deny attackers dropping the hatch from initiation. But as well as if attackers are doing a Kafe push, which is rare. She can deny that push with crossfires again from office, while Clash is around bank or its hallway. So, Clash is definitely the first pick here, and for default, she should be playing around Cache and its hallway, with the help of someone in the office for the melee or bullet holes, but as well as with help from someone at bank towards security. To protect all this, we will need a reinforcement between initiation and office, just the left side. The plan behind reinforcing just left side is to enable the player to play from toilet as well as office and balcony, but also to use rotation later on. We will also reinforce just one wall by 90, so Clash can safely watch and zap attackers vaulting over the window, pushing through the dragon stairs, and similar. The last two reinforcements will be put for bank player, one facing initiation, and the other break window. You will see the idea behind initiation reinforcement a bit later. Also, I will put all the utility placements in the video on blueprints, so don't you worry. Reasons why we can reinforce more is because we need 6 reinforcements for the objective, as there are 3 sets of double walls. Let's talk a bit more about top floor utility, and more precisely about the operators. I would like to have my Lucy mostly due to a Banshee by Kafe, and lobby top stairs and Kafe window. The third one could be put by the objective, against maintenance or dragon doors. She could be playing in the office with aggressive playstyle by the help of Clash, since bank player will have long angles and deployable shields could be handy. There is no better pick than Goyo or Mira. You will need 4 rotations between initiation and bank, between bank and daycare, and between daycare for Clash and the hallway, and then between top yellow to office. The last 2 rotations are against the Kafe push, whereas Clash can be playing around daycare and Melusi by the top yellow. Attackers doing split push usually won't have enough manpower to push any of the sides. So in that regard, if that happens, you can try to play for retrades on one side, and then defend the second floor from where you won't be pushed anymore. Don't hesitate to ask the other 2 players to help you out against the split push. Put an ADS by Cache door and another one by the initiation to ace Smoke's deployable shield. Let's see all of the utility on the second floor. We will have Goyo's shield in waiting facing Cache in a way that you can use leg levels, but also that you can use the shield later on. The shield also can be popped if necessary. The other shield will be Smoke's shield, and yes, he is the 4th operator. It will be put in the initiation by rotation, denying angles from security. But as well as you will be able to deny the initiation push. The reinforcement facing initiation now makes sense, as it will allow you to play aggressively. Open a bank to Boiler's hatch, which will aid your first floor players a bit. Also open up the hatch leading to split. We will have Jaeger's bulletproof camera facing Kafe's hall as well as the top lobby stairs. So even if they destroy the initial whoop whoops facing Kafe push, you will have intel on them. We'll have more options to stop that kind of a push, but I have mentioned last 2 operators, Smoke and Jaeger. They'll be located on the first floor. Smoke will be anchoring with a deployable shield facing Dragon Stairs. That's Goyo's shield. where he will be able to pick while standing, whereas Jaeger should be playing around lab and storage with 2 rotations towards hallway, just so Jaeger can play more aggressive. If necessary, use Melusi with impacts. The idea behind the first floor hall is that Smoke can be only pushed from maintenance and Dragon, and he can stall a lot for Clash or anyone else to retreat back through the split hatch. But also Clash is pretty close to Dragon stairs and can easily flank them with the help of a defender on the top. Smoke also cannot be pushed through yellow walls as Jaeger has it covered as well as whoever plays in the office. Boiler and Split are denied due to the top floor hatches. Smoke, if necessary, can assist Jaeger with his hold from Split. Smoke, due to the deployable shield that we have put in Throne, will not have an issue helping Jaeger as well as to deny the maintenance push and the Dragon. If they happen to be opening up maintenance wall, they cannot do that much without Dragon control. Here's the rest of the utility for the first floor. We'll have 2 barbed wires on both door entrances towards objectives, and feet level line of sight towards maintenance wall. So if you drop someone from the second floor to objective, they can play these long angles. You can have an ADS covering your deployable shield. I would like to touch a bit about the second floor hold again. You don't need to 24/7 contest balconies. Letting attackers in after a minute is totally fine. As previously mentioned, Clash is very flexible operator right here. She can be in the office still denying balcony with Melusi or whoever was with her from the top yellow. Then also she can be playing in the middle of the hallway and always retreat back if needed. And finally, she can be playing in initiation with Goyo or whoever is playing instead of Goyo by daycare. It is important to stay alive as much as possible, and after 2 minutes or so, you can fully play extendedly on the first floor due to all first floor rotations we have made there. Clash should be playing against breach halls by maintenance, someone should be playing by pikes, and the rest of the crew can be playing where Jaeger was supposed to, or even try to retake top floor. An important factor here is, you don't lose that much by losing top floor, as Clash can deny horizontal maintenance push very easily. And the split hatch can also be pretty easily contested by just yellow stairs player. As for the Kafe's push, you will need to have someone watching cache and security side for the entire time. Maybe having a walkie camera to see from where attackers are coming, or if there will be a sneaky crouch walking attacker pushing you from different sides is recommended. Jaeger can be replaced as well as Melusi. Aside from having the guy watching bulk push, he'll clash around daycare with a rotation on the left, and Melusi can be playing on the top yellow stairs. As long as Jaeger is alive, lobby nor yellow stairs should be usable for the attackers. Any attacker pushing for yellow will also be here from Melusi by top yellow or office. Let me know if you like this style of a 5-man strat video. If you would like to see any change, don't hesitate to drop a suggestion.